guys, Sandy here, and today I am up with a Kill a Kit with Style video for you guys. This is going to be my last layout with this kit, so let's see what I can do. Okay, now I know that I said that this would probably be my last layout, however, it is not the very last layout that I made with this kit. I ran out of days of the month to share. So in my final layout share video, you'll see where I created one more layout after I finished this page because there was just an ever so slight amount of paper left where I had enough to actually do another layout. So I take the black and white dot, place that on top of the diagonal stripe, and I just love the way a diagonal stripe looks as a background page like this, where you just see a thin amount across the entire layout. I went ahead and cut out that arrow out of my project life card. I toyed with the idea very briefly of leaving the floral part showing, but ultimately I turned the arrow back over so that it was the pale yellow. I'm sorry you guys if I sound out of breath. I have a sinus infection right now and it's a little bit difficult to breathe. I went ahead and pulled the other dot paper, which is a pale blue. It matches that pale blue that's in the diagonal stripe. And I just did it at 6 1/4, about 6 1/4 or 6 1/2. I can't remember which measurement I used. High so that my photograph would be able to be matted and then placed on top of that polka dotted paper. I decided not to have it go all the way across the page. I didn't want the diagonal stripe broken up. Ultimately, I wanted you to be able to see that completely around the page. So I put a little bit too much adhesive on this photo because in all actuality, the only thing I was doing was using it as a placeholder to see how big I needed to make my photo mat. And then I'm going to make a photo mat with my washi tape. Now I've done this before with this kit this month, and I used the floral washi tape to kind of make a big floral pattern background. But this time I decided to go with the green. And if you did not want to use as much washi tape, you could just do this around the edges because basically that's all you're seeing is the edge. But I'm not worried about how much washi tape I'm using. I have a lot of washi tape, and this is not even going to slightly put a dent into it, so not worried about it. Now I do pop it up off of my mat and just fold everything over. And that's just going to just cover up those loose edges. I did try to be really cute and fold them over all at once, but that didn't work out too well. The washi tape didn't really fold over exactly where I wanted it. So I had to mess around with that just for a few minutes to make sure that it worked. And then once that is finished, I'm going to place my photo down on top of it, just like I would treat any other piece of paper that I was using for a photo mat. Going to add a whole bunch of adhesive and place it over here on the left side of my page. I'm going to add my arrow, and it's going to point straight to the socks, kind of right where that indent goes in. And I am going to be using this large wood veneer piece that says love. Now I felt like I needed to bring in some more color because I have a lot of black and a lot of teal. And one of the best ways to do that is with this really bold floral washi tape. It has a lot of color. I felt like the arrow was kind of getting lost. It's really pale, and the pale wood veneer on top of it, it kind of all melted into each other. So I decided to do a messy outline around the arrow. And I'm just placing my washi tape down where I think I want my kind of embellishment to go. So I definitely want some embellishment underneath of my photo, and I want some up in this upper right hand corner as well. I pull out these Vicky Booten stars, and let me just tell you, I use a lot of the stickers on this layout. They really just went great with what I was doing. The puffy stickers, not so much. Not so much in this whole series for this month. There's a lot of birds and animal type stickers, and it's just not the pictures I was scrapbooking right now. But I do use some of them on this layout. One of the things I really like doing lately is layering up stickers. And I am a top-down scrapbooker, so you are going to see me lift up a lot of things and put them underneath of them. And the good thing about these stickers from American Crafts is their sticky is not very sticky, so you can do that. So I'm just going to put it in my mind that that's the reason why American Crafts stickers don't stick, is because that they are thinking solely of me being a top-down scrapbooker. So it's my fault, you guys. It is all my fault. So now it's just a matter of figuring out which little bits I want to put where. Now these arrows, I cut off the little arrow bits so that they are basically just big, long, rectangular stickers. And they're a little bit like a washi tape as the way I'm using them, and I'm layering them up. Because right now I'm really just loving the way that layered up washi tape looks on my layouts. And I started it because I had to use a bunch of washi tape because of this kit, because there's a lot in there. But just ultimately, it just turned out to be something I'm really enjoying on my layouts. I am going to pop up the little stars here just to give it a little bit of lift and dimension up off of the flatness of the page. I decided to bring in this scalloped sticker as well. I liked the colors of it, and I just liked the little bit of extra fancy going on right there on top of the washi tape. So I trimmed it down just ever so slightly, and confession time, I did not save that little bit of sticker. It would stress me out trying to save it and figure out a place for it. So ultimately it just goes into the little bin on the desk, and that's the way it is. I do pop up the star on top here as well. The star over the love word is not going to get popped up because it already is lifted off the page, being on top of the wood veneer. So I felt like there was no reason for me to do that. The word sticker here says remember over and over again, and I thought that that was completely appropriate because I'm talking about my love of Mickey socks, and who knows how long this love will last, but I did get the Mickey sock Advent sock calendar thing for 2 years in a row, and I just wear Mickey socks every day because it gives me a little bit of happy in my life. I take a tiny word sticker that says capture, and I have to add adhesive to it because hello, it's an American Crafts sticker. And I just go ahead and center it there in between the little striped bits of the tab. And I'm just trying to figure out what else I'm going to put on this layout to really just finish it up. Ultimately, I decide it needs some more adhesive, so I'm using a combo of ATG and also my Nouveau Deluxe adhesive to make sure that it really sticks down, because I really don't want my layout to fall apart, you guys. Like, who wants to have to go through their layouts when they're looking at their albums, remembering things, having fond memories and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I gotta put together this album, I gotta put together this layout. Nobody wants to do that. So I'm just gonna glue the crap out of it now. I thought about using some of these words, but they really didn't go. The amount of white space behind the words just didn't work. So here are those truly grateful puppy stickers, and there's a lot of like nature stickers here. And I've hardly used any during this time, and I thought I would use more And I probably would have used more if I had different photos, but I'm doing photos of Mickey socks, so I'm not really going to be putting squirrels and birds and stuff like that on this layout. I mean, I could, maybe if it was a Disney princess layout, I would put squirrels and birds and all that, because, you know, those chicks just sing and the woodland creatures come a-running. So I am putting down these little puffy dots, and I'm kind of using them as enamel dots around the little places on my layout. I am going to stick down my wood veneer with some wet glue. Now, I could have stuck this down with ATG as well. Both of them stick the wood veneer down really well, but the wet glue is there. So, I mean, the ATG was there too, but, you know, the wet glue is there, so we just used that. I'm going to use these ticket stickers. I'm going to cut them apart and sprinkle them about the page, just so that I have this touch of metallic even more throughout the page than I have it now. The stickers do have touches of metallic all over them, but more is more, you guys. More is more. So ouch. So I have the tickets down here at first. Ultimately, they do not stay down here. They are going to move up on top. But I do place a ticket down here over top of the floral washi. I just liked the placement of it. I just liked the way it sat. And then, of course, I got to add more adhesive, especially because I feel like these layouts are really flimsy. The paper is not thick paper at all. So I just really feel like I've got to take care of it and, you know, glue the crap out of it. I was thinking about writing down my journaling right then, but I wait. I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out my subtitle. Well, I do have to say I hope this recording isn't too very choppy for you guys, because I keep having to stop it to have a little bit of a coughing fit. So hopefully everything is flowing at least mildly well and you're not really noticing anything. So I have the little things sticker there, and I thought my title was going to be Love the Little Things, and then I was going to create a subtitle, a secondary title, something about socks, but I decided to just change my title to Mickey Sock Love, and then just the little things is just an embellishment now. It's not part of the title. But you could read this any way you want it to. If you wanted that to be the title, it doesn't matter to me. As long as you understand that the layout is about my love of Mickey socks. Like, you could say that the title was Remember, 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 because it's the sticker up at the top. I really don't care. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Ultimately, even titles and all that ultimately don't matter to me, in the sense that it has to be a set title. As long as you are getting the feelings that I'm trying to get across on the page, and you enjoy the page and you like it and you have a good memory about it, or you just might look at this and go, yep, Sandy's a Mickey sock lover. That's all I need for you to really do when you look at my pages. And even less so on this kind of page, because this is really just a page for me. So on my very little bit of journaling, it says, every day I wear Mickey socks, so why should retreat weekend be different? And then I write November 2019, Chicago, over here on this little bit. And I do believe that's going to do it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Here's a couple still photos for you, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.